NEET and JEE examinations are to be conducted on the first and second week of September this year, and in the state of Tamilnadu, leaders from various political parties, including the ruling and the opposition, have raised their voice against it, calling it more like a concern. In fact, in the state of Tamilnadu, every year during NEET examination, it has always been problematic because except BJP, every other party in the state, which includes DMK, ADMK, AMMK, VCK, CPM, CPI, MDMK, everyone else have always been against NEET examination. And this year, apparently, ADMK claims that there is a valid reason for the center to not actually conduct NEET examinations. In fact, I have a letter that has been written by the Health Minister of the state, that is Vijayabhaskar, and in this part, he very clearly mentioned the reason. There's the first thing stating that conducting NEET examination at this point would put the lives of the students attending it at great risk of infection, even if all the precautions are taken. Well, he also states that very difficult for the students to actively prepare, take up NEET examination. All this is being blamed in the pandemic situation. In fact, in the state of Tamil Nadu, a minimum of 5,800 people are turning positive every day, that is COVID-19 positive, and the death reported is still a minimum 110 every day. So keeping all this in mind, the health minister has written such a letter to the center, and not just that, the opposition leader, that is MK Stalin of DMK, he very clearly mentions that there are several reasons, including one important reason, that is that in the state of Tamil Nadu, public transportation is still suspended. And yes, relaxations have been provided for e-pass, but even after that, if you want to travel from one district to other, you have to give your details, and without public transportation, people have to use their own transportation. All this will be causing a lot of problems to the students, and pandemic situation which has been prevailing for the past 4 months have already caused a lot of issue to the family of several people. In fact, one of the recent surveys by MIDS has very clearly mentioned that 53% of family member household members in the state of Tamil Nadu have lost their livelihood one way or the other. All this are being highlighted. In fact, one of BJP's ally parties, that PMK, calls this, states this action, this decision is unjustifiable, and the actual consent of the parents has not been taken before the center goes ahead and actually takes such a decision. So all this is being contested in the state of Tamil Nadu. Various questions are being asked. The first and foremost thing is that why should NEET and JEE be conducted in such a situation? Because it is putting the lives of so many students at risk, and that is what exactly the health minister has also mentioned in this letter. With camera person Vijay Shekhar, Pramod Madhav for Mirror Now.